So is that the sort of catch-22 of your situation? There you were, doing some great work, and by every account of every student that I've seen write about you, thought you were a great teacher, and everything that Eric just said, and then what put you on the map was something that was so backwards in nature, yet is so directly related to all of these systems. Like these systems crashing, you were just one of the symptoms of it, actually.
Yeah, I stumbled into a realm where the system had gotten feeble, was lying to itself, just because I was intellectually interested in a question that took me there. And the world of gerontology was polluted by the fact that there's money to be made if you can address the questions of aging. So that's not why I was there. But the point is, the lies they were telling themselves were more pernicious than the ones that get told over in evolution space. And it was fascinating. I mean, it was a trial by fire. I learned a ton about the way the world actually functions from that, and the fact that it, to this day, shows no public sign of having been addressed is it is one of the odder facts of my trajectory.
And we've repeated that multiple times. I mean, this is the crazy thing. This is like the 5th, 6th, 7th time we've been at this rodeo.
And we know we'll be there again. I mean, Lindsay Shepard, just a couple of months ago, and we know these things will continue.
That's one pattern, and this is really interesting, which is you put a ton of pressure on a large group of people to salute some flag that shouldn't be saluted. Mm-hmm. And most people make the calculation, do I really want to screw up my life just over whether or not I salute a flag, whether that's maybe it's diversity or multiculturalism or something that sounds pretty good and has a lot of good stuff in it. And then you've got like one person who will stand up and say, you cannot compel me. And this is how we found Brett. It's how we found Jordan Peterson. It's how we found Lindsay Shepard. And in all cases, the commonality seems to be that the person who doesn't salute the flag usually has a very deep reason. It's not just that it's wrong, it's that they've got an entire worldview. Mm-hmm. So what is the least interesting thing about Jordan Peterson? That he won't use compelled pronouns. And I'm sure he'll use them as a courtesy, as you found out with Ben Shapiro.
Yes, he absolutely will.
Right. And so the whole idea is, isn't it interesting that the only people willing to screw up their entire lives over these things are people who the crowd will find. It's like a truffle hound. You want to find the really interesting professor at some not so interesting field or department or an out-of-the-way university. You just have a compelled, everybody's going to sing the following anthem every morning at 8 a.m. And the person who says no, that person's research, which is totally unrelated to singing the anthem at 8 a.m., wearing yellow or whatever thing you're asking that person to do, that person is most likely to be the person who is doing groundbreaking research in an area that you would never know.
And that's why I forward you all these emails that I get from musicians that are struggling with this, that are having the system collapse on them because they might be a white heterosexual choreographer or just everyone that's a little bit different in the system.